2 weeks ago, I was lucky to be invited to join Stellion from RacebeyondMatter and James GamerMuscle on a visit to the Imsim headquarters in Coimbra, Portugal. The purpose of our visit was to try out their motion simulator and the new release of the Talento pedal set. But the best part of the trip was meeting the people of Imsim and seeing the passion that they pour into this great company. While we were there, we got a tour of the parent company, Simracing, which specializes in designing automotive parts, to even include building components for the Haas F1 team car. That blew me away. We were the first ones to be shown what goes into building their Alma motion simulator. From there, we were sold on their passion and dedication that goes into building these beautiful simulators, from their cable management down to the type of the bolts that they use on their rig. We also had the chance to sit down and listen to Hugo, the CEO of Imsim, about how this motion simulator idea was born. Then after that, we sat with Tiago, the Imsim CMO, on what is next for Imsim as they enter the average sim racer market. You can check out those interviews in full over at GamerMuscle's YouTube channel. After that, we finally got our chance to get in the simulator. James got to go first. That guy has a natural talent just to chat endlessly about how motion works and the feel of it while driving. Stellion, on the other hand, was stone cold. He wanted to know how quickly he could translate what the motion sim was telling him so he could put in the fastest lap time. And he did that without any force feedback from the wheelbase. That caught us all by surprise. Next up was me. I took Stellion's approach. I wanted to see if I could use his wheel and pedal settings to form a baseline and then configure the pedals to my liking and see what happens. Now, I've tried the Imsim motion rig at previous sim racing expos, but this is the first time I got to try it in depth. Now, most people that know me know I'm not really a big fan of motion rigs, especially at expos or conventions. They always tend to dial it to the extreme for that shock value. I always feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Now, don't get me wrong, motion can be very fun and immersive, but what's the point of it if I'm fighting it and being distracted from focusing on what the car is doing? Imsim, on the other hand, went the other way. They wanted to create a motion rig that translates what the car is doing on track, nothing more, nothing less. They wanted to make sure that the driver can translate what he's feeling from the motion rig and actually apply that to what he's doing on track. I went with iRacing as my sim of choice, and I chose my current favorite car, the new Mercedes-AMG GT3 Evo at Road America. I chose this track since it has a mix of different braking situations that can really punish your lap times if you don't brake properly. As I said earlier, I wanted to use Stellion's pedal configuration first to get a good lap time in, and then change the pedal settings to my preferred configuration to see what the differences were. I took a few laps to understand what the quick movement of the actuators were telling me in terms of car rotation, and the shakers for more accurate braking information. It didn't take long for me to feel very comfortable with what the motion sim was telling me, and I was putting in very consistent lap times, but the braking on the pedals fell off, and it wasn't what I was used to. So I got out of the rig and adjusted the pedals to what my muscle memory was used to. I made the gas pedal softer and changed the elastometers and added some more preload on the brake pedal. Now, I wasn't expecting a big change in my lap times, or if with the pedal feel, if they would improve much. But once I got going, I immediately felt a big difference. I was more in control of my braking and my sector times were improving. As I kept going, knowing the limits of trail braking was becoming second nature. The shakers were letting me know instantly when ABS was kicking in or when the tires broke loose. And the motion from the traction loss actuator was letting me know when the car was beginning to slide. The motion was helping me with improving my rhythm, and the pedals were doing exactly what I wanted them to do. By the end of my run, I improved my lap time by over a second of what I did on my first run. Imsim completely changed my mind on what motion can do and with their new pedal set. I felt that I could adjust them to my driving style to be better, faster, and more consistent. Now, I know most of us can't afford their motion setup, But their entry with their new pedal set shows they want to enter the sim equipment market with a bang, and I can't wait to see what else they have in store for us in the future. I'll have a video in the next few weeks showcasing the review of their pedal set. But until next time, guys, you can check out GamerMuscle, RacebeyondMatter's YouTube channels for more information and what we did during our trip. But until next time, have fun racing, everyone.